Welcome back, people. Welcome back. We're back at it. Great rebuild. Episode 5. This one's a good one. We get a lot of shit done in this episode. I ain't even gonna lie. I've been hard at work, boy. I hope you're all being safe out there. The corona got everybody on lockdown. Shit's crazy, man. Like I said, we get a lot done in this episode, man. Make some big steps. This is a good one. If you remember in the last episode, I was doing my crafting, trying to get it up because I said I had another money maker in the pipelines. Well, this is what you're watching right now. I'm actually making burning amulets, which brings in a very healthy profit. I think it's about 800 GP per burning amulet, so it's been real good. This is basically what I've been doing for the last, I don't know, a few hours, just getting my crafting up. My phone is going crazy, bro. Chill. Yeah, this is basically what I've been doing for like the last few hours, just grinding it out. Still buying myth and plate legs on the side and flipping them. But yeah, this is also a really good way for me to train in a minute, because where I'm enchanting the amulets, I am getting my mage XP up, and I'm obviously getting it without getting hit points, so I'm keeping my combat level down, which is nice. I need to get desert treasure out of the way soon, so this is a good way to just passively train my magic without, you know, sitting there splashing for 6.5 hours, which I find monotonous. The profit you can bring in off these is real good. I mean, the prices fluctuate quite a bit with the materials, so I usually get the silver bars for about 96 to 100 GP, 96 to 100 GP each. The wool I'll usually get at about 50 to 60 GP each. Cosmic runes can vary. They're a bitch to buy, cosmic runes. I usually try and get them for between 190 and 200 GP each. And the red topazes, they vary, to be honest with you, so I usually end up paying 5.5k per red topaz, but I mean, I've got them for lower and higher before. I've never paid no more than 5.6k per red topaz. So yeah, if you're going to try this, keep that in mind. Don't go no higher than that, and if you want to make even more bang for your buck, buy all this stuff overnight and just lowball it, because the profit will be better. I didn't do that because I didn't really have the time, but yeah, you know. So I did this for a bit, still trying to make the money, get my levels up, and then I went and actually did Plague City Biohazard, because I was sick and tired of cannoning at rock crabs. This shit was just, I had to run around every 2 seconds, and it's fucking awful. I just wanted to stay still, to be honest, and have some nice AFK training, so I needed the combat training area, so that got smashed out real quick. And then I went to the combat training area, which was a real nice change of pace from the rock crabs, because that was seriously intense and click heavy. As you guys know, if you've trained at the combat area before, it's pretty damn chill. You just sit there, reload the cannonballs, and they fuck off all the ogres. It's brilliant. I mean, it takes a few times to hot worlds, but it's a much better position than the one by Castle Wars, because there's literally 2 cannons in every world. So if you can be bothered, I do advise that you go and do Plague City and Biohazard, because this position is just like 100 times better, seriously. I did a few trips in and out of here. I think I stayed there to about 65 range, and then I did the same thing as I did with 55 to 60. I got the first 5 levels with a cannon, I got the last 5 levels by hand, just to keep my hit points high, because I do not want to turn into a fucking glass cannon. That is not what I'm out here for. So I got 65 range here, and then I decided that I wanted a fucking dark bow, because in future videos, and especially when they bring Bounty Hunter back at the end of the month, which I'm absolutely stoked for, I want to do some dark bow rushing, especially if I manage to get ancients, because there's all types of fun combos that can be had with that shit, which I'm definitely looking forward to. So it was pretty much back to the amulet grind again. I think I bought another 300 in total to run through. At this point, this is the best way to make money for myself, to be honest, and I had an idea. If I get to, I think 68 crafting, I think is when it starts. You can craft blue d'hide, so I can go kill some blue dragons, stack the bones, and actually turn the blue d'hides into armor, which should bring in a nice profit as well, which will just add some, especially because I have a looting bag, so that's gonna add a nice bit of cash onto the bank as well. That's only when I get 68 crafting though, so the grind with this at the minute is very real, very real, but the money's worth it. So, and it's not that click intensive. I mean, there's like 3 parts to it. You got to make the ami, then string it, then alch it, so it's not too bad. I got that out of the way, and then I quickly ran and did Tourist Trap. I fucking hate this quest so much. It's so much running. That got me to 26 agility. Used both my lamps on that. Quickly ran around the corner. Did a few laps of the Al-Qarid rooftop course, seeing as it was right there, and that gave me 30 agility because the next step was to get my fucking mage book. Needed something in my left hand because I looked so awkward. So awkward. Only got 30 because I actually could boost it with summer pyres, which is saves me getting another 5 levels. If I would have done, I could have quested it, but I didn't want to get any more attack XP from the minute, so did that. Banged out Horror from the Deep, got the mage book. That was sorted. Looking good, looking good. I had actually forgotten to get Witch's House done, so I quickly ran and did that. It didn't take me too long, although I did get spotted one time. Witch teleported me outside. I felt like a complete and utter dickhead. But yeah, other than that, it wasn't too bad. So I got that done. It was a bit more hit point XP. I thought I'd get that out of the way, otherwise it's just going to get long and I'm never going to do it. Never going to end up getting around to actually doing it. After Witch's House, I literally went and did a few more jewelry runs, flipped some more plate legs. Didn't take me too long, I wasn't far away from it at all. I had the money to buy the dark bow, but I just didn't want to leave myself with like under 1 mil once I bought it, so did some more flips as you can see from the history, and then boom, that was that. Had the dark bow. Upgrades, baby. So yeah, got that out of the way. After that, this was my stats. And then it was time to go and camp 70 range. So was 68, I think I spent, I don't know, another hour-ish or so. Sand crabs just AFKing, and then finally hit 70. And we've got that black d'hide on. Making progress, we're making progress. I actually decided to do a random chin trip with my friend, just to see if we could catch anyone there. I'd been there before and there's never anybody there. It's pretty dead, to be honest. That's why I can't wait for Bounty Hunt to come back. But we did actually manage to catch this poor soul who didn't stand a chance. We could only find one guy who was there for a while hopping, but there really wasn't that many people there, to be honest. And then this happened. Honestly, that made me laugh so much because I was so distracted by watching the fight next to me and by my friend just being a dick that I didn't even see that coming. I literally got dropped by that level 73 so fast. I had to watch the clip back because I didn't know what he hit me with. I wasn't happy. So after I'd sold off everything and some of the random stuff that I PK'd and whatnot, I was sitting at about 1.6 mil, and I was sick and tired of not having a dragon crossbow, so from then on it was literally just a hardcore flipping session. Room crafting, and plate leg biting until I hit the 2.7mm. That was pretty much where I was at. I wanted to speed up my range training, and I need to get 25 prayer for protect time so I can PK with the dragon crossbow eventually, but essentially it was just to speed up the old training. Next episode I'm going to be getting stats ready for Desert Treasure, so it can be a lot of questing, which isn't going to be fun. I'm not looking forward to that. But there we go, bang, dragon crossbow, boys, that's what we're talking about. Absolutely no cash left, but who gives a fuck, we'll get it back. See you next time.